did you identify your potential? What was it that came to you? Did you just wake up one morning and say, okay, I want to paint?
No, I used to, you know, when I was at school, I had an art teacher. This was in primary school, and he would encourage me. He always said, "You've got such a neat handwriting," and he used to make me write the lesson on the board. And I used to take part in every art competition, religiously and enthusiastically. And I think I need to thank him today for making me realize that I had something there. Unfortunately, in our days, we were not offered art as a high school career. We couldn't pursue it. But I always knew there was something there. And when my kids were older, I just felt I needed to fill a void. Something was missing from my life. And the one day I decided, you know what, I'm going to try my luck on the canvas. I'm going to get some paints and I'm going to do it. And my first painting that I created, I hung up in my lounge. And a friend walked in and he said to me, you know what, I want that painting. I want that painting. And he took it and he hung it up in the shop. And then I made my second one, and another friend came to me and she said, that's the colors of my dining room, and it's exactly what I have. And the design of it went brilliantly with her decor. And when that happened, it just gave me more motivation and inspiration to say, you know what, this is my calling, this is my purpose, this is what I want to do. And that's how it started. And I was in a situation where I needed to earn something, and a friend advised me that why don't you start with classes? And that's how the classes started, and I took it from there. After the classes, I started doing little commission work, you know, for homes and for galleries and that sort of thing, and that's where I got to where I am right now.
Okay, now Khalid, tell us a little bit more about this inspirART workshop. Where is it taking place? What's going to happen?
Well, it's taking place at Gulshen's Art Studio. We kept it very authentic and, of course, enthusiastic. As you can hear, Gulshen's extremely passionate about what she does, and she loves what she does. And we're having it on Saturday, on the 18th of October. And we're going to have an inspirational talk by me. We're going to have some snacks and refreshments. And then, essentially, what you're going to do is you'll be buying into your canvas and your paint, and you'll slot in 3 days, because it's 3 two-hour sessions, where Gulshen will guide you to paint your little masterpiece or express yourself onto canvas. However you want to look at it, it's an expression of you. And of course, sign your name and then hang it in your lounge and know that it's an authentic piece of art. And talk about what Gulshen said, I just want to say, you know, we've got the conscious mind, which is the thinker, and we've got the subconscious mind, which is the doer. And most of our lives, we are run by the conscious mind. We think before we do. And I actually think sometimes in life, if we just do and then think, we'll actually identify our authentic passion. It's not being measured. Don't measure what you're doing. And this virus of attachment and this virus of entitlement, where, I mean, my kids, their career choice has been based on the premise of how much money can I earn in this career. And it's taken away the passion. It's taken away the authenticity. What is drawn in is the intellectuality of a good lifestyle, the measurements of material benefits, and the lifestyle that we seem to want to create. But that only brings us deprivation, because we create an image of who we want to be, and if we don't achieve that, we get deprived and we get depressed because we feel we've let ourselves down, or let our community down, or let our family down. So we need to reverse engineer that process and do what we love, and then think about what we're doing. And that's okay, because that really unleashes that innate greatness within you. You know, I often tell my kids, we were talking the other day, and we were talking about money and success, and I said, how much was Nelson Mandela worth? How much is Mahatma Gandhi worth? And they went like, we don't know. And I said, exactly. That their greatness wasn't measured on a bank balance or on an asset base. Their greatness was measured on purpose and contribution. And that's your ultimate goal in life, to give the purpose and to give the contribution. So I think if art and expression is part of your purpose, to be creative, I think inspirART is, you know, it's a fusion of inspiration and art. So we've kind of been inspired to do art, and we've been artistically inspired, Gulshen and I. And I think inspirART is really an expression, a podium, a channel for you to flow effortlessly, and just, you know, be in your own little world, be quiet, listen to the inner dialogue, listen to your subconscious mind, and paint what comes out of you, and put colors onto the canvas, and express yourself with enthusiasm and authenticity. So again, it's inspirART. The workshop's happening on next week, Saturday, the 18th of October. It's between 10 and 11,
Yeah,
10 and 12.
10:30 for 11.
10:30 for 11. And they can contact me on 082 332 1737. It's Khalid. Or they can contact Gulshen. Gulshen, if you just give your details.
083-722-1179, or they could call me on 011-433-8477.
Just say.
And it's Gulshen. And as I just want to add to what Khalid says, this is not just merely an experience of art, creativity in the form of art. It's creativity in the form of you creating that purpose, creating that, unleashing that potential, because we all have some passion within us. And sometimes we just need a step in the right direction to be able to unleash that. And this workshop is aimed at helping people create that life that they want, a life of bliss and a life of contentment, peace, happiness. And it's not just after chasing something that you're not passionate about. It's about, pursuing a dream. So if you want to create the life that you desire, inspirART is where you should be on Saturday.
Okay, now is there a particular cost for this workshop?
The open day on the 18th is free. But if you do sign up for the workshop, it's 1495, and inclusive is a free session with Khalid, and 3 art sessions with materials, everything provided, your art materials, that means your canvas and the paints that you require to complete the art. The art sessions will be 3 consecutive sessions of 2 hours each, and within that time you'd get to complete a painting and take it home and look at it and admire it and be proud of yourself.
Definitely,
So,
I think that would be a great opportunity for those out there that would like
and
to.
the value of the package, the entire package, is over 3,500 rand. But as a contribution from Khalid and myself to give back to the community, we are offering it at 1497.
Okay, that's great. Thank you guys for joining us. Any last comments? I know that it's not very often that we have our youth at home since it's the holidays. Any message to our youth out there?
Well, of course, number 1, be safe. Number 2, don't do drugs. Number 3, start to love your passion. And, Salvation, I'd like to end with saying that, we can't change people as coaches and as people with passion and drive. We can't change people. But what we can do is we can prompt them to think. And I'm hoping that this program, our inspirART workshop, and what Jack and Valia said on the show earlier on, and everything that you've said, and the questions you've asked, prompts people to think. Because when you think, that becomes, there's a nice saying, I'm going to end it with this, where they said if life was a canvas and a painting, then thoughts would be your paintbrush.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much again, Salvation.
Thank you, Khalid. Gulshen, any last comments to our youth?
Well, if your desire to change is there, then you be there, because everybody is looking for some form of help, guidance, therapy. And this is a message. And whoever gets hold of it will be there. And the idea is to be authentic self. So if you want to be there and you want to get there, then this is where you should be on Saturday. And I want to just thank you for having us on the show, hosting us, and giving us the opportunity to give back to the community.
It's a pleasure having you guys, and we do hope that you'll be back on the airwaves very soon, and hopefully maybe give us some feedback on how
Absolutely.
the work